Hi everyone, it's Mary Beth. Welcome back to my channel. I have a few projects for you. This might be a little bit of a longer video. The first pour is going to be, today's theme is jars. So the first pour is going to be this beautiful jar that has like these roses on them. And we are going to do that in this beautiful cotton candy glitter by Glitznglitter by Michelle. So that's what this first one's going to be in. Then we're going to do this adorable mushroom jar. And actually it would go like that. And that is, we're going to paint the little spots on the mushroom with this deep blue. What is this called? Sorry. Intense Chameleon Powder by Let's Resin. The deep blue. And then we're going to make the mushroom the beautiful diamond white by Mateo. So that's for the mushroom. That's going to be one pour. And then, let me move these out of the way. We will do a second pour. And that is going to be for this fun crown jar. So here's the crown. There's a little pedestal that it sits on like this. And then this is like the lid. So it's going to be really cute when it's done. And we are going to mix, this came, what did this come with? I ordered something from Let's Resin. I think it was just, I don't remember, resin or something. And they sent me several samples, although I think I have all their mica powders. But anyways, this is pink and it's a little bright pink and I like it. I love pink, but I do want to mute it down. I want it to be more of a pastel color. So we're going to use the Let's Resin white. So we're going to mix these two together, get a softer pink color. And then I cannot wait to embellish this up. This is going to be really beautiful. So this will be our second pour. So the first pour, I'm going to mix up 12 ounces for these. Let me get this out of the way. That. But before we do that, we are going to go ahead and paint our little spots on the mushroom. So I'm just going to get some things out of the way here. Turn that over, turn that over. And let me get a brush. Let's see, we probably want, that might be a good brush. Okay. I think I'm going to turn it inside out. That'll probably be the easiest and hope that I can turn it the right, back. Oh, look at that. That is pretty. So we're just going to take our mica powder, the Intense, and just paint it right on here like this. I'm not very good at this, and I usually get it everywhere, and then you've got to take, and then you got to take some Q-tips and alcohol and clean it all up. So this is going to be, take me a little while. I am newer to resin, so I'm not that great at this, but we will get it, and we will do our best to clean it up nicely. I kind of want to rub that in. Yeah, that's not going to just easily come off for me. So what I'm probably going to do is fast forward this process and put some music on for you.
Never thought it would be so hard. I grew up without a scar, just living my life with no big worries. And I've always known what I want, just didn't know what came along. Finding myself a much less happy. Back in the days I used to dream about one day a life so amazing, not everyone judging me. Don't wanna care about them, though it hurts so bad. I wanna stay wide open, 'cause if I shut down, it just gives them right. I wanna stay wide open. Ooh, to hear more today. I'm gonna lock my door and stay inside or wait until I'm safe again. I have nothing more to put on. I'm defeated and withdrawn, just trying to understand where it went wrong.
Okay, clearly. Oh my God, I still didn't get it all. I'll goof around with it while my resin is in the bubble remover. Anyway, clearly I need to practice, but you know what? If you don't do it, you won't get any better. But I'm not great at painting on a mold, but we're going to see how it turns out. So today, what am I doing? 12 ounces, 12 ounces, 12 ounces. I think I'm going to, I guess I can use my mini mixer. I probably need to go charge that other one anyway. And I will be using the Let's Resin 1-to-1 epoxy, part A and part B, as usual. If you do resin, tell me what kind of resin you use. I mean, I do have the Fast Cure and the tabletop that I've used also, but what other brands have you tried? I need to kind of just experiment. And, I do like the Let's Resin, but I really haven't tried any other, so I can't compare. So I'd love to hear your opinions. But anyway, so that's what I'll be using, and I'll be using the mini mixer, which I love, by the way. And so let me get this mixed up. The only mica powder I'm going to dilute in alcohol is the Mateo Diamond White, which will go in the mushroom. So I'm going to do 6 ounces. So I'll have to do it in 2 cups because of my bubble remover. And then I'm going to have to do 6 ounces of clear for this, and we'll put the glitter in after it comes out of the bubble remover. So I'll meet you back here once everything goes through the bubble remover and we're ready to pour. Okay, we are ready to pour the mushroom. I've got the white, this diamond white. I know I talk about it all the time. I just think it's so pretty. We're going to do that, and we will embellish after the pour, after it cures as well. So it won't just be white. We'll figure out something to do with it. I'm not going to spray the inside of this because of because of the mica powder in there. But I do see, of course, a couple more spots. I mean, I feel like you can just spend so much time cleaning this thing and you'll still find spots. How do you guys do it? Do you paint your molds? Do you find that it can be challenging? Maybe there's a technique or something that I'm not. Is that on the inside? No, that's on the outside. Okay. Maybe there's a technique or something that I need to learn. I'm not real sure. But let's go ahead and pour this. It is what it is. Ooh, I think that blue, that intense powder is going to look really, really good against the white. All right, let me scrape my cup. So what has everybody been working on? Let me know if you're new to resin or if you do other types of projects. I've been in the DIY community for a long time. So if you're stopping by and you're in the DIY community, what have you been working on lately? And if you're new to resin or been doing resin for a long time, what are you working on? I'd love to know. All right, we gotta fill this up some more. My gosh, I hope I have enough white resin. I'm kind of concerned at this point. Hopefully this doesn't take too much. Let's stop that. And we will spray our jar portion. Get that alcohol all in there. I'm going to move this over here. Oh, I have a feeling I'm not going to have enough. And I did 6 ounces for this little jar. I may have to use my clear and add some white. Where's my clear? Right here. I might have to pour some in this cup and add some white. Well, I think I'm going to have to because I don't think I'm going to have enough. But that's okay. It's okay. We can do that. I can't really see where I'm at through the mold. I think I'm only like halfway. Boy, I was off on this one. All right. I'm going to go ahead while I'm doing this. I'm just going to kind of squish the edges down here. And sorry if you can hear my bubble remover and my air purifier both going off right now. So, all right, oh gosh, what was in here? 3, so it took about 1.5 ounces. I'll just do a couple ounces there. And we will add some white. Okay. Let's get that stirred up. I'm going to gently stir this since it's already been through the bubble remover. And hope that this is enough. Oh, I forgot to tell you. So I put the micropowder in these cups and I meant to dissolve it in alcohol. I completely forgot and just poured the resin right over it. So I never did dissolve it in alcohol, but that's okay. You can still stir it in. You just might take a little bit longer stirring because you got to make sure everything is dissolved, you know. Okay, I think that looks good. All right, let's continue pouring. I hope this is enough. Oh, goodness. This one's really hard. I'm having a hard time seeing through it. Maybe because I'm using white, you know. I'm having a hard time seeing where the resin is on filling up. I don't want to overflow it, but no, now I see it. We still have a ways to go. Oh my gosh, is this going to be enough? To remember this little jar takes, it's deceiving. It takes more than I thought. This mushroom. It sure is cute though. You know what? While I'm doing that, I am going to kind of jiggle it around a little bit. Oh, please be enough. All right, let's scrape. Let's scrape and see. It is surprising sometimes how much you get from scraping. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, I think we're going to do it. So that was 2 more ounces. So that took 5.5 just to fill up the bottom portion. And a good, or no, it didn't. I'm sorry. The top took more than 3. So what did I use? 6, 7, 8 ounces total. There we go. Figure math, Mary Beth, figure it out. So this is 8 ounces for this mushroom. And actually could have taken little bit more. I'm not even, you know what? I am going to have to do a little bit more because I don't think the lid has enough. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. I don't know if I'm going to have enough for my other little jar. That's okay though, because we're going to mix up, we're doing another pour. We're going to mix up more resin for our crown. So we can always, so it's all good. It's all good. All good. Just going to put a couple little scoops in there. And then this should finish off the lid part. But before I pour this in, I am going to take a dotting tool. I can see there's a bubble right there. Yeah, let me deal with that. I'm feeling really disorganized with this pour. Isn't that crazy? All right, so let me just go around. There's a bubble. Luckily, I can kind of see through it a little bit. I hope I get them all. There was a big one right there. I think there's another one in there. Oh, there was another one. Come on, little bubbles. Come on. Oopsie. So is everybody ready for spring? I am filming this on February 18th. And it's starting to get a little bit nicer where I'm at, but we're known to have blizzards in March, so who knows, I live in the Midwest. How's the weather where you're at? Hopefully it's beautiful. All right. Well, I did the best I could. Hopefully we got bubbles removed. My other little cup of resin is ready. So let me get this poured. Yeah, that's better. Get that domed. I might as well finish it up here. Okay. There's just scrapings in there. I'm just going to put it in this thing that I'm doing with the scrapings. So I am just adding that in here. It's a cute jar mold. And I just think they're fun because you get to, all the projects you work on, there's resin from a lot of your projects, and it's just kind of cool looking. All lined up. Okay, there we go. There is that cup done. All right, now we get to, let me get that out of the way. We get to play with some glitter. I haven't used this cotton candy glitter yet. I'm so excited. I got it a while ago. I just haven't used it. So this will be the first time. So that'll be fun. And again, I don't know if I'm going to have enough resin. Let me grab the resin out of my bubble remover. You're going to hear the air come out. It's kind of loud, sorry. There we go. Yeah, I only have, let's see, I have 3 ounces in this cup. And we're just going to add, let me do this really quick. So 3 ounces in there and 2 in here. So that's 5 ounces. So I'm thinking I'm not going to have enough. But that is okay. We can add to it in our next pour. So let me get this in here. Should bring us up close to 5 ounces anyway. Now don't forget, I do have coupon codes now for, at the filming of this video, it's for Jdiction, Bond Crafters, and Rolio. So please use those coupon codes. I hope they help you out. I'm using them because, hey, It's always good to get some discount. Resin is not a cheap crap. You know, this is actually 4.5 ounces. I have a feeling it may or may not be enough. I don't know, but we're going to go for it. So let me open up our glitter. I am going to carefully, oh gosh, move that there. Okay, glitter. And get a new sticker. Now I'm going to put quite a bit because I'm not using any alcohol ink, any color at all. I'm just using the glitter. My resin's getting pretty warm, by the way. I would say it's been probably 25, maybe even 30 minutes. So we're getting there where we really need to get this poured. I think, don't quote me, but I think the Let's Resin 1-to-1 epoxy is about a 40-minute work time, they say. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So yeah, we definitely want to get this poured as soon as we can here. Just want to make sure I get all my glitter mixed in. Let's look at it. I can still kind of see my stick through there. Gosh, that's pretty. I think I'm going to add a little bit more as quickly as possible. Okay, that's good. That is good. This is beautiful. I'm so glad I ordered this glitter. I will have Michelle's eBay store listed in my description box. I get a lot of molds from her too. Her molds are amazing. She has, she hand makes her molds. I think her husband does a lot of it too, Don. So between the two of them, they're just absolutely gorgeous molds. I highly, highly recommend them. And a lot of you, if you do resin, maybe you've already purchased some of her molds, but oh, I just think they're so beautiful. I've already done some on my channel. I have an order out right now, and I think it gets here this week. So that's exciting. Very exciting. I'm getting some more molds, and I think I might have gotten glitter as well. By the way, this came with this styrofoam thing in here. Don't throw it out. I didn't know that. A different mold I got a long time ago. Well, when I first started, I threw it out, but this helps keep the shape of the piece. So you're supposed to keep that in there. I didn't know. So if you don't know, there you go. All right, so we got our alcohol in here. Just going to kind of squish it around. All right, let's get to pouring. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, look at that pink glitter. Oh, I love it so much. And pink and green are my favorite color, like color combinations. Pink is my favorite color. And you have shimmers of iridescent and green, it looks like, in here. Oh, it's so pretty. I'll let the resin kind of catch up. Oh, come on, please. Where are we at? I can't tell in my mold where I'm at. Oh, now I can tell. Oh, yeah, we've got a ways to go. Let's see. What did I say? I had 4.5 ounces. Well, we're going to fill up the jar. I don't know if we'll have enough for the actual lid. We may have to do that in our second pour. Let's see. Let's get this sprayed. And yeah, I'm going to need my spatula for sure. Yeah, we're definitely going to need more, but let me at least scrape out what I've got in here. We were close, though. I bet you if I had 1 more ounce, maybe, or so, I don't know. I don't know. I'm terrible at figuring that out. I need to write it all down. But now that I'm doing videos, I can always look back on my videos, too, I suppose. Like, oh, yeah, that's what that took. But it would be it'd be smarter of me to write it down. Okay, yeah, we're gonna need a good. I'm just gonna do like an ounce and a half, maybe 2 ounces to be safe, or something like that. But we will do that with our second pour when we mix up the resin for our crown. So I'm going to babysit this a little while, just kind of check for bubbles and everything. I won't turn the heat mat on yet because my heat mat's under this blue silicone mat, and I'm going to be pouring the crown here. So I'll do the heat mat after everything's poured. But what I'm going to do off camera is I am going to mix up the resin, and I'm going to combine the pink mica powder and the white mica powder together, get all that mixed in with the resin, get it through the bubble maker, go through that whole process. So when we come back, all I'm going to do is pour it for you. All right, well, we'll be back in a little bit. Okay, so we made it through the bubble remover. Oh my gosh, I almost knocked that over. It's not as pastel as I wanted. I even added the pearl white Let's Resin alcohol ink, but I think it's pretty and it's what we're going with at this point. So we're going to start with the lid. I want to get this alcohol down in there also. Okay, so let's pour a little bit in the tippy tip of the lid and then just kind of squeeze it. Make sure there's no bubbles in there. Okay, that looks good. Just kind of going down eye level. I do want to dome it. Okay, that looks good. All right, now let's do the big piece, the actual jar piece. And I want to try to get the alcohol down into like all the tips here as much as I can. Okay, let's start pouring that. I know I'm just doing a mixture, the white, that pink, and then the pearl white alcohol ink mixed together. So it's an easy pour, but kind of a blank canvas for me to decorate it up after it's cured. There's so much you could do with this, though. I think it's so pretty. I'm excited to see what it looks like. You know, I'm sure one of my, I have lots of granddaughters. 5 granddaughters to be exact. So maybe I need to make 5 of them. One for each of them. Okay, we're going to stop real quick there. I do want to go into these tips like this and just kind of squeeze in case there's any bubbles. Again, sorry if you can hear the bubble remaker. We have another cup of pink, just a couple more ounces, and then we've got a couple ounces of clear where we're going to put the glitter. Remember the cotton candy glitter, and finish that lid. Lots of resin today. Fun times. Oh, I'm going to have probably way too much, aren't I? Oh, good gravy. I'm going to have to find some. Maybe not, but I don't know. My luck, now we'll have tons of extras. Which means I should always think about that ahead of time so I can prepare and be like, oh, here's what we're going to pour for extra. Ooh, I do have an idea though. All right, I have an idea. If we do have extra, who knows? We'll see. Okay, I'm getting it kind of close to the top, but I do want to take my dotting tool again. Which one was it? This one will work. And go around this edge. I mean, this is the bottom, but still, I want to try to prevent as many bubbles as possible. We don't like the bubbles, do we? Us resiners. No bubbles. Okay, let's finish pouring this one. All right, that looks good. And now we've got the little pedestal. You know, it looks like, I just want to make sure there's nothing in this mold. Okay, I think we're good. Put that alcohol down in there. What do we got? 1.5 ounces. I still have more pink though. That's the problem. Just kind of going around these little knobby things on the pedestal. Okay, let's fill her up. So this was 12 ounces so far, and it looks like that's pretty much, so it was 12 ounces to fill this up. Almost perfectly. Okay, perfect. All right, let's check. It looks like I got a little bubble there. I really don't want to spray alcohol. I'm worried it's going to overflow. So I'm going to grab my lighter. There we go. Just checking. Got some bubbles over here. All right. Okay, I still have a couple minutes on the bubble remover, so we'll be back. I will mix up the cotton candy glitter. And actually, you don't need to see me pour this. I'm just going to fill this up. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this off. And then I will turn my heat pad on and I will be back for demold. All right. Are we ready to demold? We got a lot going on here. Let's start. What is underneath my... let's start with our mushroom. I think that was the first one we poured. Hopefully these won't be too hard to demold. It's hard demolding on camera. I get nervous. Oh, there we go. That wasn't bad. Now I know this is just white, but isn't that white gorgeous? I know it's just white, but remember what we did on the top of the mushroom? We used, what was it? The Chameleon Intense powder. So I'm curious to see how that shows up, you know? Oh, I hope I don't have bubbles. Oh, so far so good on the under, under this side. I do need to trim. That's sharp. Always be careful. I have cut myself in the past. Oh, good. We don't have any bubbles right there. Yay. All right. Let's see. Oh, it turned out. It's cute. What do you think? Is it perfect? Absolutely not. I see a couple little specks. But it's pretty good. Oh, it looks good. That's a beautiful, intense chrome color. So we will embellish our little cute mushroom jar. Look at it. Oh, I love it. All right, so that's the mushroom. Let me set that out of the way. Let's do this one. I think was the next one. Oh yeah, the glitter. What was this glitter called? Oh gosh, I can't remember. Let me grab it because I want to remind us what we use. Cotton candy. I was gonna say bubble gum. Cotton Candy by Michelle at Glitznglitter. So that's what this is going to look like in resin. So let's check it out. This one I am worried I might have some bubbles under the lip here, but oh, I do have a big bubble. I do. There is a way to fix that. So let me show you. Yeah, that is a bummer. I was having a hard time seeing. That's a pretty big gaping hole, if you will. But I'm going to take the bonding UV resin and drip by drip fill this bubble up, sand it, make it smooth, and I think it's going to be just fine. But look at the cotton candy glitter, and we are going to color in these dots and the roses. Let's get the jar out. It's kind of a, oh, I might have broken a nail. That's not good. Kind of a bummer about that big hole. But we can fix it. So that's okay. No problem. Oh, here we go. I think we got the, we'll get this. We're just going to roll this down. There we go. Oh, good gravy. All right, let me get my mold back real quick here. All right, there it is. That is beautiful. I really wish you could see it in person. I don't know if on camera is doing it the justice it deserves, but oh, it's so pretty. Make sure the lid fits. Well, I do need to trim. Let me see. I mean, it snaps on there, but definitely need to trim. There we go. That's a little bit better. But see where that bubble is? I mean, it's even affecting the, you know, you can see it. So we'll definitely get that fixed. And there's a couple other little ones here, and I might as well, I'll fix them too while I'm at it. So we'll get that taken care of, trim up everything, and embellish this one as well. Okay. All right, our crown jar. This is just the day of jars. That's what this is. So let's start with the lid. Make sure I get this out okay. There we go. Oh, look at that. So I ended up, that's pretty. And again, you probably can't tell, but I ended up using some of the Let's Resin pearl white alcohol drops, the pearlized ones, and it gives it a nice shimmer. And this will be a really fun jar to decorate. Let's do the pedestal real quick. That's just right here. This is a really cute mold. I've only done it one other time. Oh my gosh, let's see if I can get this out. I'm gonna have to bring this close to my body. I'm sorry. Just to get it around that edge there. Okay, there we go. So this is the pedestal. This is where the crown will sit on top. So that's the pedestal, and I'm not seeing bubbles, so that's a good thing. Okay. We got a little bit of, I should have cleaned my mold off first. But all right, the crown. Let's check out this crown. Oh, sometimes these can be difficult. Sorry, I got to bring this closer to me for a quick second here, just to get that going. And then we got to get these little tips of the crown out also. All right, I apologize, but I am going to need to bring this closer to me. This one's a little bit more difficult. You know what I think I'm going to do? Maybe spray some alcohol down in there. That can loosen up that section. Might make it easier. Ow. Again, that resin is sharp. Okay. There we go. I got it around a couple tips. Now we're in business for sure. And you can kind of see what it's looking like, which is fun too. All right. There we go. Okay. Let's take a closer look. All right. Yeah. Oh, I have some micro bubbles. Not a tremendous amount, but that's a little bit of a bummer. That's okay. We're going to really, really embellish this up. And so we will glue the pedestal like that. So it'll look like that. And then this is the lid. And why is that not fitting right? Wonder if it needs to be trimmed slightly. There we go. That's a little better. But yeah, so that's what that will look like. Okay, and then we had an extra. I can't remember if I poured this on camera or not. I don't remember, but this is an axolotl from Let's Resin. I have the teddy bear, and it's so cute. It's in like sweater material. I'm sure you've seen it before. I got to make sure I get around what is it, a gill? So bear with me for a second here. There we go. Oops, almost. Let me get this side. Ow. Oh, I have a bubble. Okay, I thought I broke it. I didn't break it. Okay. All right, I know what's going on now. Okay, so here's the cute axolotl. Or did I break it? No? But it looks like it just, I don't know if there was a bubble on either side, possibly, or it just didn't fill in. I don't know. That doesn't seem right. I mean, I'll sand it. It looks like I'm missing the bottom of the gill, like a little piece. I think those were bubbles in there. Oh, that's too bad. Otherwise, she's cute. We're still going to decorate her up. Let me look in my mold. I'm just curious if there's a piece, because otherwise it was a bubble, but interesting on both sides. I'll have to remember that next time. Yeah, there's nothing left in the mold. So I'll definitely have to remember to really squeeze that next time. Make sure there's no bubble living down in there. But she is cute. I just feel like part of her gill's missing. That's okay. We'll sand it and smooth it out a little bit. So yeah. Okay. Okay, we got quite a bit of embellishing to do. So let me go do that, and then we will be back for the final reveal. Okay, we are ready for the final reveal. So we'll start with our little extra, the axia. I can't even say it. Axolotl, whatever. Sorry, I can't say it. I know the ears are supposed to have this little lobe down here, but there were bubbles, so I just sanded it smooth. It is what it is. And we just put little earrings on her in a bow, and she's holding an ice cream cone, and she's got a brooch, and then of course her tail is all dressed up as well. So that's her. I thought she turned out cute. She'll just be my little buddy and hang out with me at my finishing table since she's, kind of damaged, but I still wanted to finish her up, and I think she turned out cute. And then look, here's our mushroom jar. So all I did is around the top, I used this beautiful sapphire rhinestones, and I put them around the three larger um, circle, whatever, oval shapes on the spots on the mushroom. So that is our jar. And of course, I sanded everything and I put Resin Restore. So it looks nice and good. So this jar is done. I think it's super cute. And then this jar I had a lot of fun with. So I used my gold marker on all the dots and the ribbon around the whole jar. And I used a metallic purple marker for the flowers and then a green one for the leaves. And then just put a gold rhinestone in the center of each flower. Of course, sanded and Resin Restore. And what I did to the lid, I did the same thing, except I did add the rhinestones around the perimeter of the lid. I did fix the bubbles. They're all filled in with UV resin and sanded. So, I mean, can you still see there was a bubble there? Yeah, you can, but it's functional. It works better. It's fine. Yeah. So I think it turned out really pretty. What do you think? I think it looks really good. And now for our crown jar. Ta-da! So here's the lid. I accented with gold rhinestones, and I did paint with the gold metallic marker the handle, the top of the lid. And on the pedestal, you can see we decorated with rhinestones and around the entire jar. So what do you think? And then of course on the top as well. And that is our fabulous jar. I mean, it is a crown, so you have to have it blinged out, right? So anyway, there are all our projects and our little axolotl. Can't forget them. What do you think? Hopefully you like it. And yeah, I hope you really enjoyed this video. I know it was a little bit longer. If you are interested in any of my demos or would like a custom order, my email address is listed in the description box. Don't forget that we have coupon codes for Rolio, Jdiction, Bond Crafter, and Resin Express Box. So please use those coupon codes to save you some money. They are in the description box. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me. Please give me a thumbs up if you have time. And I would love for you to join my little YouTube family. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. Have a great day. Bye, everyone.
Never thought it would be so hard. I grew up without a scar, just living my life with no big worries. And I've always known what I want, just didn't know what came along. Finding myself a much less happy. Back in the days I used to dream about one day a life so amazing, not everyone judging me.